Well, hello, folks. I'm back. And, honey, it's story time today. Now, the other night, me and my husband, we was sitting on the couch watching TV. And all of a sudden, he says, them cats is after something. And, honey, they was going all over the place chasing something over the carpet. I says, oh, Lord, we got another mouse. So I started looking a little closer at them, running it here and running it there and swatting at it and everything. And, honey, I says, that ain't no mouse. I said, you don't reckon it's a baby snake. But I finally got to see it a little bit closer. And, honey, you know what that thing was? It was a lizard. And how a lizard got in the house, I don't know. But them cats was tormenting that lizard to pieces. They was running back and forth and running hit all over the place. They evidently got a hold of it once, and I seen 2 pieces of its tail laying on the carpet. So they had bit its tail partially off. So I says, oh, Lord, what am I going to do now? I got to get that lizard out of here. So I went and got me some old tongs that I had outside that I used to when I'm transplanting my cactus so I don't stick myself. But they was broken. They wasn't working right. And I was trying to chase that lizard around the room with them cats. And I was going to try to get a hold of it with them tongs and put it outside. Well, honey, I couldn't catch that thing. It kept going under things, you know. So me and my husband both was saying, oh, I hope it don't crawl on us while we were in bed. So a few days later, they was after it again. And I says, I am going to have to get that poor lizard out of this house. So I go and get me a jar, a mason jar. And I says, if I can kind of corner it and put the jar down over it without cutting its tail off or something, maybe I can get it in that jar and take it outside. Well, honey, it crawls up and under my robot vacuum cleaner. So I turned that thing over right face. I thought, I hope it don't crawl on me because, you know, I don't know. It could have been a poisonous lizard for all I know. I didn't want the thing to bite me. I surely wasn't going to pick it up with my hands. So I kept trying to go back and forth, and finally I got that jar over it, and I kind of turned it sideways a little bit so it would crawl down in that jar, and it did, honey. I had some paper towels in the other hand, and I put on top of that jar. And I says, I'm going to take this thing outside. So I went outside and took it across the road to the creek bank and dropped it in some weeds. Now, I don't know. I didn't see it after that. It went kind of down in the weeds. So I don't know if it was alive or dead. I'm hoping the poor thing lived and went off to its home somewhere. But anyway, that was my little adventure with the lizard in the house. So I'll get off in here and talk to you next time.